Hi, folks, we've got here a gorgeous Permobil F3. F stands for front wheel drive. This is an F3 fully loaded. This chair has 5 electrical function. This power chair has 117 miles. What that means, 6 months of usage. So this chair, if a person uses their chair all the time, all month long, they'll do about 25 miles a month, 300 miles a year. It's pretty normal for a chair that's used daily. So this chair was used less than 6 months. It has 117 miles. It was used for like 4 or 5 months. 117 miles, well broken in, still brand new condition, fully loaded. It has the 12-inch seat lift, the electric tilt, the electric recline, the electric feet, and it also has the interior tilt where the seat tilts forward, which is a great thing, which I'll show you how that works in a minute. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to make the seat go up. To make the seat go up, you can do all the functions through the joystick or through the switch box. I like to use the switch box, it's quicker for me. So the first button on the switch box is the seat lift. So you can see the seat starting to go up. You're going to start at 22. So if you add 12 inches, you'll be at 34 inches. By the time you're all the way up, you'll be up to 34 inches. You can see how quiet this chair is. So we're almost there. And the nice thing about this seat elevation is you can do dishes looking down, you can grab stuff off the cabinet, the second shelf, and you can still drive with the seat elevated at a good speed. Okay, the reason it took off, the wheels were facing the wrong direction. Like when you go back, they should spin the other way. See how they spin back? And when you go forward, they spin that way. That's normal. So this is your seat lift elevation. Let's look at the base while we have it up in the air. So you can see it's front wheel drive. 14-inch solid tires. They're not going to mark your floor. We have caster wheels in the back, 8-inch solid caster wheels. You have a suspension here, a suspension. You have 2 of these huge shocks right here. You have the same thing on the other side. You have 4 shocks. Matter of fact, if I push down, you'll see the fork on this shock. Actually, you can see the fork. You can see the suspension on the chair. The reason these chairs have such a great ride, this chair weighs probably 440 pounds. So if you have a 440-pound chair and you have a 200-pound user at 600 pounds, that's a lot of weight on these 4 shocks. You're going to have a fantastic ride. Plus, it's the highest quality you can get. So this power chair also has anchor point here and here. This is where you secure your chair inside these 2 forks right here. There's 2 on each side. There's 4 anchor point where if you need to transport it, this is where you lock your chair on these anchor point. You have a motor right here for each wheel. So this motor starts here and it goes all the way up to the middle of the fork. Right now, if I want to push this chair, you can see it's in gear. But if you had to push the chair, let's just say you forgot to charge it, you have an issue with the chair, you never know, you want to roll it around, all you have to do is turn the power off. See that lever? Push it down, and what that does, it unlocks your wheel. You have to do both motors, then you can roll the chair around. Okay? When you're done, do not forget, put it back in gear. Okay? You can see the armature for the seat lift. You can see the actuator right there for the seat lift. Just a gorgeous power chair. We're going to turn the power back on. What I'm going to do now, since the seat is elevated, I'm going to show you what's called the interior tilt. Some of you have trouble getting out of your chairs. Watch this, folks. I'm going to bring the seat down maybe 5-6 inches. Let's just bring it down to here. So let's just say you have trouble getting out of your chair. So what you would do, flip the foot plates up like that, and then you're going to use your tilt button forward, and you'll see this will go up. Watch. You see it going up? So folks, that's the tilt. It doesn't go any further than this. So if you have this chair in this position, and you're sitting in your chair, you're pretty much walking away. So if you have trouble getting out of your chair, the interior tilt helps you get out, helps you walk away. You decide how high you want the seat. So what we're going to do now, we're going to bring the interior tilt back down. You'll see it when I go down, it'll flatten out. We're going to bring the seat lift back down to the normal all the way down position. Remember, when the seat's elevated, you lose speed. So if you want your full speed, you have to have the seat all the way down, then you get that full 7.5 miles. I'm sorry. This one is 6 miles an hour, 6 to 6.5 miles an hour. The next function is going to be the electric tilt. The electric tilt is when I hit the wrong button again. All right, there we go. The electric tilt is when the bottom goes back. So when the bottom goes back, of course it's going to take the legs right here, and it's going to take the back because they're all connected together. This is good if you want to relieve pressure off your bottom, off your lower back. You just want to relax. You want to have some circulation in your legs. Okay, it's got a lot of benefits. The next feature I'm going to show you is called the electric legs. Now folks, if you're 5 feet tall or 6'2", it doesn't really matter. We can adjust these legs. We can adjust the seats. So it doesn't matter what your height and weight is. We can adjust these seats to conform to your body size. Okay. So if you wanted some extreme circulation, I'm just showing you what the maximum would be. But if you bring the seat back down, halfway down, like this, your legs are still going to be higher than your body. Okay? So you can see how right there your legs would still be higher than your body. So we're going to bring it back down. And the fifth electrical function we're going to show you is called the electric recline. The electric recline is the back right here going back by itself. So you notice nothing else is moving, but the back is going back. That's called the electric recline. And we're going to see how far that's going to go. So this one's a full recline. So this is what it would look like if you were fully reclined. As you can see, the arms flip up. And if you transfer from the side, these lateral pads can be removed. Okay? These lateral pads are backward. So let's do this. All right, that looks better. All right, so now we've got, let me just tell you what these are for. These are for, they keep your knees together so your knees don't buckle out, you don't hit your knee going through a door, but it also keeps your feet on the foot plate because you'll have less chance of your foot falling off the foot plate with the lateral knee pads. Okay, that's what they're for. So what I'm going to bring the seat back up and I'm going to bring the legs back down. I'm doing two functions at once. There we go. When you're outside, leave those legs out a little bit to give you a little more clearance under your foot plate. Always be aware of your surrounding when you're driving these chairs. They are very, very nice chairs, but you do have to take care of them. Okay? So we've covered all the electrical functions. Let's look how this chair turns. So if you're in the house, you'd want to bring your legs. I'm going to bring them all the way in so you can see how far in they go. You already saw it earlier when I did the walk away from the chair. So if you're in the house, you can see, well, you would have your foot plate down probably. This is what it looked like if you turn this chair in your room, in your house. All right, so let's look at the seat on this chair. We've already talked about the lateral pads. What else do we have? We have chest guards here. These can be removed and they can also be opened up like this, okay? And they can also be, if you loosen up the screws, you can bring them in as close to your chest. These are, if you have someone who leans to one side or the other, these are nice. They'll keep you, some people only use one because if they lean to one side, this keeps them from leaning. You also have elbow pads. So if you tilt the seat back, your elbow will not fall off. These are custom, these are custom, these are custom. This chair, as I say, it's fully loaded. It has a safety belt, as you can see. The seat on this chair is like 19 by 19, but as I said, if you get it, we might have to change the size. We can change these cushions. We can change the seat size. We can change the arm. We can change everything according to your measurements, okay? So it also has the swing away joystick, which is nice. If you want to get close to a dining table, you see how much closer you can get than being all the way up to here. If you're left-handed, we can put the joystick on the left side and there'll be no problem there, okay? So let me put the legs back out. So if you're going to be outside, you want those legs out a little bit. You have tip wheels in the front, you can see. They go right, I can put my foot under there. That's only for your protection. The back of the chair, look at this, folks. I'll do it this way so you can see it. Right here, there's another joystick. This is called an attendant control. So right now, The person here is driving the chair up front. But I can switch the controls by pushing this button right here, and all of a sudden that is not available, and I can drive the chair right here backward. I can do all the functions right here with this attendant control. So if you have a loved one that can't drive, but you want to go for a walk with them, or you have a house with carpet, you want to go up a ramp, and the person can't drive, you can do it yourself right here. It takes a few days to learn this because you're walking, you have to be a little bit steady. This is called an attendant control. If you don't want that on there, you can just drop it down like this, out of the way, or we can remove it completely for you. But it is equipped with an attendant control. It also has a fully adjustable headrest, as you can see right here, okay? When you charge this chair, you'll take your charger and you'll plug it right below your joystick right here. And as soon as the light goes to 100% right here, the charger will stop charging. These are smart chargers. They know when to stop charging. This chair has a 300-pound weight capability, maximum weight. It has a 15-mile range, up to 15 miles. What that means is if you're outside, you're going uphill, you're in the grass, you're going 6 miles an hour, you're using the seat lift, you're not going to get 15 miles, but you will get a long distance, okay? So it's up to 15 miles in good condition, okay? But these are supposed to last all day long anyway. So let's recap. We have here a Permobil F3 Power Chair, orange in color, fully loaded, 5 electrical function. This chair has 117 miles, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, so it was used 4 or 5 months. It is still in new condition, I would say. It has the 12-inch seat lift, the electric tilt, the electric recline, the electric feet. It has the interior tilt, 5 electrical functions on this power chair. It has the lateral knee pads, it has the chest guard, the elbow pads, the swing away joystick, it has the safety belt, it has the adjustable headrest, it has the attendant control back here, it has the solid tires, and just a nice power chair. If you're looking for a power chair, orange, fully loaded, this would be a really nice one if you want something with comfort. You want a front wheel drive, this one is ready to go. So this is the F3 Power Chair, top speed 6 miles an hour. Feels like it's going faster than 6 miles an hour, but it says 6 on here. I'm pretty sure it goes a little faster than 6 miles an hour. When you stop, it has built-in brakes. You only go a few feet and it'll stop, and you're locked in gear. Even though you're still on, you're not going to move, okay? You can use your joystick as a gas pedal, so if I just move it forward a little bit, you can see how slow I can go. If you don't want to be on the first speed, they have several speeds on. You can just reduce the speed through the joystick. This chair has such a good suspension. I can feel it. Every time I turn, I can feel the suspension holding the side of the chair up. So you can see how easy that chair went through the grass. My grass is bumpy, but it still went through there with no problem at all. As long as you have a good bottom in your grass, you'll be fine. I'm raising the seat up to show you what the chair would look like, how fast it's going to drive, and I'm going to give you that speed in a second. If you're going to drive this chair with the seat elevated, please always on really flat, good surface, okay, with the seat elevated. So we're almost to the top now. As soon as it stops, we'll take it for a spin. There we go. So we'll see how fast it drives. Let's turn it around. So this one goes 3.1 miles an hour with the seat elevated. So this chair will go 3.1 miles an hour with the seat elevated. And remember folks, unless the seat is all the way down, you're not going to get your 6.1 or 6 miles an hour. The seat has to be all the way down to get back to that full speed. Whenever you're elevated an inch or 2 inch, you're still going to drop down to 3.1 miles an hour. So this chair has 117 miles, practically new. It has a 12-inch seat lift, the tilt, the recline, the electric leg, the chest guard, the lateral pad, the elbow pad, the flip-up arm, the swing-away joystick. Just a gorgeous power chair. Hi, I'm Mark.
And my name is Alex. We're co-owners of Marc's Mobility.
I started this company in 1995.
We sell many products, not just what you see in this video. If you have any questions or concerns, please call us at the number below at 800-677-6293. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.